The clock strikes 12, I step into the haze. Whispers call me from 1,000 graves. Shadows dance in corners out of sight. I chase the unknown deep into the night. I hunt the fear you dare not face. In the darkness I embrace the trace. The dead, they speak their secrets shown. Welcome to the bizarre and the unknown. The flicker, a chill, a shadowed hand. The unseen lingers where I stand. Through creaking doors and empty halls, I hear the echoes of forgotten calls. I hunt the fear you dare not face. In the darkness I embrace the trace. The dead, they speak their secrets shown. Welcome to the bizarre and the unknown. And the unknown. Eyes that watch from a place unreal, a touch so cold it makes you feel they're near but hidden, veiled in shade. I walk with ghosts, I'm unafraid. I hunt the fear you dare not face. In the darkness I embrace the trace. The dead, they speak their secrets shown. Welcome to the bizarre and the unknown.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Campfire Chats, the Eric and Guest. I'm your host, Edie Testerman. How is everybody doing today? Hi, Auntie. I want to give a little bit of an update on the audio version of Viking Age Secret of Mercia. We've been having trouble with it because a chapter has somehow got out of place. After quite a few months of fighting with them and trying to get it fixed, finally end up having to cancel it. As soon as it's off, the contract's done, I can put it back up for reproduction and back out or get it back up and get the producer rehired and get it done. So I apologize on that. Viking Age Secret Mercia should be done hopefully soon. We're just dealing with some technical difficulties on it, so we had to cancel the contract and just waiting on it to get done so we can re-upload it. With that being said, man, I can feel the cold front. Yeah, dude, Dawn, it's been cold here today. I've been trying to get some wood cut. My chainsaw run for a little bit, then quit. So I've got to figure out what's going on that. But I personally, I can't wait to hear you guys' encounters. I personally have not. There's nothing really weird been going on around here on my end. Um, I know I've talked to a few people. They've been having a lot of similar stuff happening in the area that I've been having around here. For some reason, it's been quiet. It's been real quiet. 53 and dry. Man, it's 24 degrees here, Jonah side. Um, hey Roger. But yeah, it's been quiet here. There's not really been anything going on. Nothing out of the ordinary. Um, so I don't know if it's kind of moved on or if this warm snap is kind of pushing them back. I don't know. Hey, Candy. But I'm kind of curious. What have you guys had going on in your area? Has anybody had anything weird and bizarre? And the unknown. I love listening to my intro song. I'm glad I wrote that song and I was able to get that voice and music out how I liked it, man. I sing that song every time I start the live. But yeah, I was kind of curious. Like I said, I'm not going to mention names because I don't have permission to mention the names. But if they want to talk about it in chat, I'll let them bring it up if they get in chat. But yeah, what they've been telling me they had going on. I don't. It's one that. So I wrote the song, but I don't have an artist. Oh, thank you, Marcy. I don't have an artist, so I just use the system to generate the voice and the tunes because I don't have an artist on retainer. One of these days, I'd like to, but I own all rights to that music because it's mine. But so yeah, I'm still dealing with some injuries. I tried to do some writing today, and it's been kind of my arm's still kind of bothering me. Hey, Maridel, Mario Dark. There we go. I said that I looked at that way too quick. Yeah, Auntie, it is. Um, but now, I do have a system now on the program I use to create videos. I've actually recorded my voice and it automatically reads everything out in my voice. So my short videos that I put out, that's actually my voice. It's just, it saves me a whole lot of time doing it this way where it'll upload my voice reading out what it says versus me trying to do it and edit it and take like multiple tries and trying to get it done right. Which I was working on getting one released today, but I'm going to put that on hold. Ran out of credits at getting it done. But I'm about halfway done with it. But I am working on it. That is, I forgot which one that one is. I think it's the third one in the sci-fi romance short stories. Mario Dark Flame. I love that name, by the way. I got to know. How'd you come up with that name? I do. That's a kind of a unique name. And Mario almost sounds like an angelic name. That's why I was kind of wondering where you got it from. Good. It also sounds a little bit Celtic too. Um, but so yeah. So I just wanted to give you guys a few updates on that. But oh, did you? Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, I was thinking because I was like, man, that sounds like an angelic name. That's why I had to ask you about it because I was like, yeah, I love hearing how people come up with their names. Immortal Lioness of God. That is awesome. Okay, yeah, makes sense. I actually use the same program when I'm writing. I've got like different programs that help me generate names, especially like with hey Ray with Lucian. Being that's angelic based, I've actually got an angelic and demon generating platform to help me create names for that book. I have to do that sometimes. So, I love that program. It helps, especially if I get a lot of names I pick out in my own head. But sometimes I get a little like, man, I don't know what name to pick. I mean, so I've got a deal that I look up for. It's got different names for whichever race that you're writing about, and I go through there and I pick out names when I'm doing realistic names. Oh well, that is interesting. Actually, that's cool how I picked that out. Yeah, that is cool, Muriel. Mine actually means ruler of all, always ruler. That is what my name means. My first name. My last name actually means tester of men. You're welcome. Um, but yeah, I mean that's kind of a lot of the names. Like I said, I pick out in my own head. I either make out in my head or I've got a list that I can go Germanic, Norse, Japanese, whatever I want, and I go in there. Do I want female? Do I want male? And then I'll look up last names for that whatever that race of people I'm talking about is. I'll find last names and I'll pick those out. That is the most common way for me to pick out names in my books. But when I'm struggling on angelic stuff or something like that, or my my fantasy, I've actually got ones that pick that I go through and I'll tell them what I'm kind of looking for, and it generates the names. Yes, they are. They absolutely are. I agree with you 100% on that, Emilio. I forgot what Lucian meant. Huh. I can't remember what a Lucian meant because it generates a name. It tells me what the name means, and I forgot what that meant. But Lucian is the main character in my angel book that I started a little while back. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. So I can do some work on the computer, but after a while, candy. uh, uh, but I get that tingling because that I had an X-ray done yesterday on my shoulder because they thought it was a pinched nerve. But now the tingling and the pain's going all the way down my arm into my hand. His dude's name's Lucius. Heck yeah. Lucian means light. Thank you, Muriel. Thank you. That's what it was. Yes. My last name, Genocide says oops. My last means people of or by the water. Oh, that's cool, Genocide. Used to know what my mine means, but that was a few years ago. Yeah, it's so. Um, my middle name is from the Bible. It is from the Bible. Um, but my first name means ruler of all, always ruler. My last name is tester of men. Which mine comes from, Danish and Norse background. A lot of my family say, well, I thought we were Germanic. Well, yes, we are. Danes, Norse, Finns, Swedes, a lot of them were Germanic tribes at one time. Same with the Saxons and the Anglos. They were all Germanic tribes at one time. That's why the names in the blood, or the blood wise, is very Germanic because, well, they're Germanic tribes. Donald means world ruler, or wheel. Oh, or world wielder. That is cool. Yeah, it's amazing. I used to have fun looking up names and what they meant. I forgot most of them, but yay, we go gut goof ota. We goop gut goofa ota. Yeah. Oh, I know I butchered that, but yeah, that's I'm actually it's I mean because my family comes from Ragnar Lothbrok through Ivar the Boneless. So a lot of my Scottish, my Irish, my English, my Norse, my Dane, all that actually comes from that. Um, because my people conquered areas and had offsprings with the people of that area. Um, so a lot of times in our bloodline, that's where it comes from, and people don't sit there and do the full history of their bloodline. So they say, "Oh, I see a Scottish, so I'm Scottish." No, there's actually probably more to that than what you realize, and they don't realize what combining them together actually means. Ray says, "I was named after my grandfather and a king. My uh, birthday stone is purple, meaning royalty February. Mine's a diamond. I did a trace back all the way back to the 1500s European area by Normandy. He was the great, 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 great cousin. Oh, cool. My middle name is Marcy says my middle name is Rebecca, just a common Southern name. You'd be surprised what that name actually means, though. Hey, Scott. Mario Wayne's means wagon driver or marker of wagons. No kidding. So I love this type of stuff. Try to get caught up. And mine is a sapphire. Oh yeah, mine's a diamond. I guess I'm a girl's best friend. My birthstone's a diamond. Ain't never paid any good luck to me, but you know how it is. Jonas, I did a DNA in 2010. I'm Celtic and Viking. Yeah, a lot of because of the Scots and the Irish and how much control that the Norse and the Danes had over Scotland and Ireland. You're going to see a lot of Celtic in that bloodline with the Norse and the Danes because of that. Like Ivar the Boneless ruled Dublin for a long time. Yours is an amethyst. I have two kids that are emerald. Heck yeah. Ray says my middle name is Richard, King Richard. Yeah. Hey Corey, I was named after Corey Wells, lead singer of the band Three Dog Night. uh, Ray, my dad traced our maiden name back to a duke. Yeah, we were lords of Oxfordshire, England, after during the time of the Danelaw. So from the time of the Danelaw on, we were lords of Oxfordshire, England, until the French came over and we lost Oxfordshire. Um, but yeah, I mean, our castle is still standing and everything. Blinded by the rain, wrapped up like a noose in the middle of the night. Yeah, yeah. Hey, K-Son. I have Dutch, German, Irish, English, and Cherokee. Yeah, Marcy. You'd be surprised how much those are tied together. I love Three Dog Night still. Yeah. Um, I didn't. Um, but yeah, like I said, I mean, the stuff here has been kind of quiet. I know some people's reached out. They've been having some stuff, and that's kind of what Campfire Chats is for. It's for you to be able to share your experiences. If you want to come on live, let me know. I'll bring you on live. We'll talk about it for a little bit. Let you share on there. Um, if you want, if you just kind of or Kawhi. Why did I say Kason? Man, but sorry about that, Kawhi. Um, if you just want to talk about it in chat, we'll talk about it in chat. Mine symbolizes light and new beginnings. I got to re-question that one, Roxanne. I can teach it, Robert to Bruce, trace it, Robert to Bruce, and on my grandpa or grandma, I'm part of the McLeod. So that's interesting because I'm from the my Scottish side is from Wallace clan. So on the Scottish side of my family, it goes back to the Wallaces. I don't know. I haven't seen him come in yet. Scott, Irish, and Native. Hell yeah, Don. Uh, that's what I get for quickly looking at names real quick when I'm trying to track here. I finally popped a med today. I've been trying not to do any meds today because I don't like taking meds. Yeah, Amy's not in here either, is she? Um, but with the tingling, I've been running TENS unit like crazy to keep my pain level down. I seen she comment. I could have swore she commented on my show last week. British, Irish, German, French, Finnish for me. Hell yeah, Mariel. Funny thing, I'm 1% Pacific. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, Jonaside. I've spent a lot of time with Samoans. I was one of the few Hallies that was invited to places that Hallies usually don't get to go. All I know is most of my family on both sides came from Scotland, Ireland, and England, and some are Native American. Yeah, Roger, there's a lot of us that way. This is the start of 2 weeks. She's been in my. I could have swore Auntie she commented on one of my shows like a couple days after it was ran. If memory serves me correctly, I'll have to look it up. You got Hanai from a family. That's cool. Yeah, yeah. Kwai. It was great. So I was stationed in Kaneohe Bay, Hawaii, when I was in the Marines, and the fact that I was a bull rider when I was younger, and I'm Native American, I try to learn the culture, Pacific Islander culture, the Samoan culture. The Samoa are very mighty people, great people, a lot of respect for Samoa. The Samoan way, family. Was it Ahana? Ahana. Um, I love that. Their beliefs, their traditions. It's if you actually study the Samoa way. Hey, Jessica, you'll be very, very blown back by their way of life, and it's beautiful. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. I have traces of Coptic, Egyptian, and West African too. Hell yeah! Oops. When I met Jacob Fatu, Jacob Fatu, I told him that he said what to be what you bring to the barbecue. Said macaroni salad. He said how much? I said a lot. You're good, cuz. Hell yeah, man. The Tungans are some badass dudes. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are, Corey. Um, no, I do. I have a lot of love and respect for the Samoan culture, which so there's actually more than Samoa in Hawaii. Samoa is part of the Polynesian culture. They hail from the island of Samoa. There's actually more though, but you get to experience an actual luau. A very man, that's sacred, dude. That's they call me Cooley. But sorry, I'm dealing with some congestion. Um, but the culture with the Polynesian people, it's oh my gosh. I don't know how to explain it. Y'all. I mean, if you get blessed and you be able to have an elder uh, kind of teach you some of their ways, and you get good in with them, which is very hard for a Halle, very very hard for a Halle to get in with them, very very hard. But I got to experience more and do things. My God, that thing ain't giving up, is it? Hold on one second, guys. All right, I had to do a little bit more than try to drink it down. But an actual luau, very sacred. There's a lot of sacred meanings to a luau. It's very spiritual, very very awesome, very awesome. What the tourists get to see ain't nothing compared to an actual pig roast, actual luau, and everything involved. Yes, absolutely, absolutely, Corey. I remember one time I was sitting on the street and a Samoan who didn't know me started coming up and giving me beef. And another one came out real quick. Said, "Hey, bro, hey, cuz, you stop that. That'd be my cuz, man. He be good. You leave him alone. He be good. He be my cuz, man." And so the other small one's like, okay, he be good. And then I was left alone. Um, I have Hawaiian. I have a Hawaiian aunt. Oh, that's cool, Marcy. Yeah, the culture is awesome. But once you're in, man, you're Hana, Ohana, your family. Um, Once you get in with them, I mean, you are your family. I miss it. The only part of Hawaii I kind of miss because I didn't like the tourism side of it. I don't like being around that many people, that much negativity. That's why I spent a lot of time with the locals, and got to go places and experience things that other Hallies didn't get to because I was good with them. And that was what I miss. That's what I miss about Hawaii. I miss the togetherness, the bond, the I mean, they're always there for each other, and they're always trying to help each other out. That's what I miss about the Hawaiian culture. And the landscape is beautiful, and the supernatural, the paranormal. I mean, the cryptid, all that stuff is great too. But let's be honest, let's call a dog a dog. And I love the culture and the way the life those people led. It's absolutely beautiful. If you can get in good with a local, um, I highly recommend it. It's one of the most amazing experiences I ever had in my life. And I've always had a good way. I've always been able to connect with people from other cultures. Everywhere I traveled around this world, the only one I didn't, I mean, I did to a degree, was the Muslim. But even I knew you didn't trust an IP as far as you can throw him. IP means Iraqi police. You don't trust an IP as far as you can throw him because he'll be your best friend 1 second. You turn the corner and he's turning a gun on you. My aunt is so sweet and funny. I don't know why she married into my crazy family. Oh, Marcy, they're good people, man. They really are good people. Well, my uncle is funny too, like her. Hell yeah. Um, Here we go. In high school, I got bullied by a Guaman. I got my ass kicked 2 days in a row, but after that, I was cool because I still talk shit, fought even though I knew. Yeah, oh yeah, man. I seen a Samoan take and rip a sign out of concrete and beat some dude with it. I mean, them guys are incredibly strong. Um, their ancestral practices and the stuff that he did it's unique. I mean, it's unique. I don't have the right to talk about it on here, so I'm not. All I can say is do your research about Samoans and how their ancestors done battle and stuff like that. Um, but they are a strong and mighty and proud people. Okay, I got caught up on the comments, um, but yeah, and I encourage you, do some research and study other cultures. I mean, I've always been that way. I did learn a lot from the Muslims I worked around, the Arabic people, but I also still knew I could not trust them. But they did tell me more than they told a normal, a regular, um, how do I put it on here? A regular, we'll just say it, infidel. I don't know how else to put it. But I still didn't trust them. I saw a video of two IPs walking around barefoot, drunk, and hell, bullying people around. You ain't, yeah. There's a lot more than that, Corey. That's very low key compared to some of the crap I've seen while I was over there. I won't talk about it, but they did some pretty disgusting stuff when I was there. Um, I struggle to trust another human being in general. And Mario, I get that. I really do. It's hard. Um, especially for me coming back from where I've been and what I've seen. It's hard. It's really, really, really hard dealing with what I've dealt with on a personal level, besides a professional level, makes it hard as well. But we can't give up on it. I'm that way, Marcy. I really am. I'm that way. That's something that I've been trying to work on, but you can't let that segregate you. You got to learn how to overcome it. You just got to learn how to guard yourself while overcoming it. Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean on that one. Yeah, I do too. Quite often, quite often, Mercy. Yeah, Mercy, I do. It has to be done. Absolutely right. Yeah, it is absolutely earned. I give people respect unless they do something to give me a reason not to. And then to earn that respect back, it's very, 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 very hard. Very, very. If you ever break my respect, break my trust, it's extremely hard to bring it back to you. They do, Muriel. You're absolutely right. They do. They do. Um, but it's like everything else in life, folks. You can't let it get you down. You got to. You absolutely have to, Marcy. Yeah, Jessica. Yeah. So I mean, that's something that, and I'm not going to sit there and tell you somebody that I'm not. Like, I'm dealing with a lot of the same crap myself. Uh, so when I'm talking about this, I'm not talking about this as a person trying to go, yeah, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm talking because it's literally what I'm dealing with or have dealt with. They say to live like you have never been hurt. It's kind of hard to do, Muriel, but to a degree, I agree with that. Um, we often forget something very important: the trials we go through in our life, the experiences that we have. Yes, some of it is brought on, a lot of it is brought on by ourselves. Some of it ain't, but that molds you and shapes you, and you got to learn how to overcome it to become a better person. I mean, that's the key thing. It's a learning step that you have to overcome. Some people, and I'm included, some of these steps are very, very hard to climb up and overcome. So I'm not gonna lie, they are very hard to climb up and overcome. But it's something that we have to do. And I'm a firm believer, once we can, that makes us a better human. I dealt with anger, I dealt with hate, I dealt with negativity because of everything that I've been through, that it turned me into something that I'm not. And it's been a long, hard fight getting back to just an ounce of what I used to be. That's right, Marcy. Yep. I'm willing to overcome it. It gets lonely. It does, Muriel. Absolutely. Yeah, it does. I cannot say I 100% trust anyone. I don't disagree with you one bit on that, Don. I really don't. I agree with you 100% on that. It's hard, but it can be done. You just got to learn to overcome it. So, and that's the key. You know, I'm one of the friendliest, nicest guys you ever meet. Um I will give you the shirt off my back if I could. My problem is when somebody's done me wrong, I have a hard time doing that. So you got to build, you got to make yourself stronger, you got to make yourself better. You have to learn to take that negativity and expel it from your body and only absorb positivity. If you can't do that, you'll never grow. You'll never climb that next step. You'll never be that higher elevation of a person that you need to be. You're always going to be stuck down here. And we don't want to be down here. We want to be up here. And how you do it is you got to overcome it. You got to learn from it. You got to, you know, help others. To a point, I do too, Marcy. To a point. That's one of the things that's very hard for me to learn. Is that right there? Very, very hard for me. Uh, but yes, I agree. Um, it depends on what they did to me. Is kind of where I'm at on that, Marcy. But yeah, I had to force myself to socialize with people, and I have made some friends at the gym. That is awesome. I'm proud of you. That is a huge step, Muriel. It is one of the hardest steps to make, but you've made that step. So keep going at it. Keep working at it. You're doing great, and I'm very proud of you. So keep that up. Every time I help someone, they screw me over. They do quite often, yes. Hey, Robin. Hola, ¿cómo está usted? I agree with you, man. That it does happen, Don. You can't give up. You just got to be more cautious, if that makes sense. Oh, you're welcome, Amario. I can't help it, Robin. You're probably going to get upset with me, but every time I see your name, I start giggling because I think Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweedly dee, Rockin' Robin, the bird down the street, tweet, 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 Rockin'. Sorry, I got that song stuck in my head now. Oh man, I ain't heard that song in forever. I forgot most of that song now too. I haven't heard it in so long, but I think about it every time I see the name. Oh, but this is something that we have to do. I mean, and believe it or not, a lot of people don't understand this. Building that and overcoming those steps is going to help you with cryptids. It's going to help you with supernatural. It's going to help you with paranormal. You're welcome, Marcy. Um, a lot of this will play an effect if you have an experience or not. A lot of this, I think, and I could be wrong. This could be why I have such good luck when I'm doing that stuff. You was a bouncer in a club that was named Rockin' Robin. That's awesome, Don. Dude, that's awesome. I would so do that gig. I was so in heartbeat do that gig. But quiet. um, and I could be wrong, folks. I mean, I could just be lucky, and that's why I get the experiences I get. That's why I have such you know, a good rapport when I'm doing paranormal stuff or cryptid stuff. It could be completely different. I like to think because it feels that's how it feels inside. Is that by building it up, I'm actually building a closer connection, allowing for a more how do you want to put it, a more sought after communication than somebody who's negative. Are you? That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play tonight, man, because I just now I've got that song stuck in my head, and I ain't heard that in the Coons age, man. I've got to listen to that song again now. I haven't listened to music in so long. Most of my music I listen to is on this show or what I write. I'm trying to play catch up on podcasts. It's getting hard for me to watch podcasts anymore. I don't know what's going on. For the last few months, trying to watch podcast, it keeps buffering and buffering and buffering and buffering. So I have to wait until like when I'm out in my tractor. That's when I listen to a lot of podcasts if I remember to listen to them because sometimes I get caught up in audiobooks and I forget. Mainly that's when I'm listening because I'm out in my tractor mowing at work, and it is what it is. Don't the cryptids know your heart? What kind of yes, and that's why I'm kind of leaning that way, Marcy. Thinking that could be what it is. Speaking of molding and shaping, your bear claw is about 75. Oh, that's cool, Corey. Thank you, buddy. I can't wait to get that. Thing's going to replace this one right here. Already got a place picked out for it. I had some experiences when I went ghost hunting back in the early 2000s. I used to see orbs. Hey, Jeff. Um, I used to see orbs, and I got a bit religious, and I really don't have nothing more than spiritual warfare. You have to be very careful doing paranormal stuff, Muriel. I'm always doing paranormal investigations along with supernatural encrypted. Each one of them, you got to have a certain type of defense for. You got to know how to do it, and it's hard. It's really really hard. You got to learn. I mean, best thing you can do, Muriel, to guard yourself against it, you're gonna learn. Hopefully, you don't learn the way I did. You learn from your mistakes, but that's how I learned. Yeah, it's Dawn. It's hard. I haven't been able to get one for a couple months because I haven't been able to afford the subscription. But I was able to pay a subscription this month, so I got my credit. Was able to get me booked. When I got a little extra money, I buy some more. Um, I'm going to pop on that black belt. It's brown leather. Oh, if you're talking about my hat, I could be wrong. If you're talking about my hat, yeah, it's brown leather. I don't know if you can see it through there or not. Nah, it still comes up black, but yeah, it's brown leather. Um, Speaking of which, tomorrow we got a very special show on the Bizarre and the Unknown. I'm still trying to come up with a topic name, but Jeff and his crew is going to be live with me tomorrow. Um, and on the Bizarre and the Unknown. So we're getting it worked out. I've got to get everything made up. So we're kind of excited to have Jeff and his crew on with us tomorrow. Been busy. I shot 3 does this morning. Oh, awesome, dude. Proud of you, Jeff. Man, you got food on the table. That is awesome, dude. I haven't been able to go out hunting because this shoulder, my back, and my knee. And I've got 3 or 4 bow tags still to fill. Hell yeah, it is, dude. I mean, I've seen the pictures, bro. That looks amazing. You do amazing work. I mean, you really do amazing work, Corey. But yeah, it's I haven't eaten today. I'll get busy and then I'll get to hurting. I'm been trying to clean up and do some other stuff, and I'll get to hurting. Trying to sit here and do some stuff. I haven't even been able to write because I'll just get to hurting. I'll get to tingling, and it's all tingling down in here. So it's getting hard to type. And but yeah, I got some tags, bow tags I need to get filled. I just with these injuries, I can't sit there and go hunting right now to get some more meat in my freezer. I need to also, when I'm down on my surgery, I'm going to be finding out soon when my surgery is. I may end up having to find somebody to co-host the show for me while I'm down. I'll have to see what's going on, see if I can even set at the computer desk to do it. I've got a leg rest on this chair, so I'm hoping that I can extend that out and I can just kind of lean because this back leans back a little bit too. I can still basically do the show, just have my leg propped up. I can sympathize a little. Eric, I have carpal tunnel, but yeah, mine. I've got something going on with my shoulder, and it was just isolated my shoulder. Now it's worked. It worked. Then it worked its way down to my elbow. Then it worked. Now it's worked its way all the way down to my hand. Pretty much for an hour and 20 minutes a day, I'm running a TENS unit on different parts of my shoulder, all the way down my arm. Hey, Monica, and that's how I get rid of the pain. I don't know for I don't know for how long. And I don't know. I mean, I'm waiting on the orthopedic to know what kind of surgery I have to kind of tell me. Planning on anywhere for 6 to 12 weeks. Can you get to a grocery store and buy some meat? Yes and no, Monica. I'm not big on store-bought food. Store-bought food has a lot of steroids, hormones, and antibiotics in it, which is very bad for your body. Mentally and physically, it's bad for your body. That's why I like pure meat. So I hunt. And once I can get my fence redone and my pasture redone, then I'm going to have cattle out there. Then I'll work on my hog pen. I'll have the hogs out there, and then I'll have feeder chickens and layer chickens. Yeah, yes, Roxanne. Left knee. I've got a fracture, multiple tears, and dysplasia in my left knee. Oh, thank you, Kwai. But if I can't do the show, then I'll have to find somebody to come on for me, because that's too long of not doing shows. That's right, really going to destroy me if I got to be down that long and can't do a show. So I got to at least have somebody on doing it for me. Yeah, I don't blame you. And if organic stuff is, yeah, it is. It's very expensive. Very, very expensive. It's also, Marcy, it's a lot of it's 3D printed. It's that slime. They use slime. It's not real. It's slime. They use the 3D print with dye colors in it. Yeah, I knew Sam Walton personally. I used to feed cattle, hay cattle with him. He owned cattle in Pineville, Missouri, with a good friend of ours named Mike, and so I used to ride around with Sam a lot, and back of his truck with his dog. We also went sucker fishing together quite often, snagging sucker, because Mike owned Little Sugar Campground. He was part owner of Little Sugar Campground, so we got canoes and we got tubes all the time. So we'd get done feeding and haying and watering, and we'd go grab a canoe and float to rivers snagging for sucker. For us around here, Mary will be Harder House. I have torn rotator cuffs and both. Oh, Don. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid is going on with me. I grew up on my grandparents' small farm. I ate real meat when I was a kid. Hell yeah. But if Sam knew what's become of his company, he'd be pissed. It totally goes against what Sam built that company as. I can't stay long. My phone got shut off. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm using my free phone, and they don't give us a lot of data. So I'm sorry to hear that, Monica. I wish there's a way we can get you some Wi-Fi where you'd be able to do it. But I'm glad you stopped in. Thank you so much. Oh, you got moved in? That's awesome. How you liking it, sweetie? That's cool, Roxanne. Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, it's kind of a sad deal. Of course, for a long time, I didn't know he was the Sam Walton. I mean, I've always wondered why he would ever great once in a while. I mean, once in a blue moon dress and a suit and tie and go into a place. He says, "Boys, give me a minute. I got to do some business." And then he'd come back from getting that done. We'd go to Mike's house and he'd change back into his white T-shirt and his coveralls, and we would head out. He never drove fancy vehicles. He didn't have brand new state of the art stuff. I mean, he drove an old beater truck. But when his funerals, when I found out he was the Sam Walton. Yeah, Muriel. Yeah, I mean, Sam was a top notch dude. I love it. I'm sleeping on the floor right now. I'm waiting for my money. As soon as I get it, I can buy my phone, pay my phone bill, and buy some furniture. Awesome. I hope it comes in quick for you. I miss waterbeds, man. Yeah, the early 2000s. Yeah, I miss waterbeds. I so miss waterbeds. I want a waterbed again so bad. That's the best sleep I've ever had, because I sleep. I'm a freaking radiator, man. I sweat when I sleep, and I cannot find a mattress that's comfortable for me and doesn't cause me to overheat. Even this Tempur-Pedic bed I got that's supposed to regulate your temperature and help you sleep cool. Yeah, it's full of crap. You know, the memory foam is supposed to be easier on your joints. It's full of crap. I can tell you now. I miss a waterbed. I really need to get me into. I want a waterbed again so bad. I've been thinking about building my own. Yeah, I know. But that's the best sleep I've ever had in my life. Has always been on a waterbed. I've always been able to sleep comfortably. The only other thing I've been thinking about trying is one of them sleep number beds. Yeah, we had a waterbed when I was pregnant with my oldest daughter. We got rid of it. Couldn't get out of bed. Oh God, I'm picturing that in my head right now, Marcy. Probably Muriel. Yeah, I mean, you can still buy them. You can still buy them. They're a lot better than what they used to be. I mean, a lot more different than what they used to be. I had a waterbed years ago when I was married in the late '90s and early 2000s. Yeah, it's oh God, I miss them. So my bed is an adjustable. The head and the feet adjust, so I can put myself in different positions. And the first month I had it, it was great. Slept great. After that, it just went to crap. And I even rotate my bed around, which I haven't done that in a little while. I need to do it again, but I usually about once a month, once every other month, I'll turn my bed and turn it around because I can't flip it over like you do the old ones. Hey Jeff, no worries, buddy. Um, you can't flip it around, so you can just kind of turn it, and it doesn't work. But no, it's not on a frame; it's on a platform that adjusts. Yes, it was, Muriel. Absolutely. Oh yeah, dude. God, I miss a waterbed. It was, yeah. I mean, they were good quality. They were very heavy, but it's just the best sleep I've ever had in my life has always been on a waterbed. Me, I did too. Until I got so big I couldn't get up. I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to laugh, Marcy, but I'm just seeing a pregnant woman trying to get out of waterbed. It's funny. It's funny. The best thing is an old school Tempur-Pedic with the box frame on a solid floor. Yeah, I've done that for years, Corey. I really have. I've because I've never could afford a bed frame. I've slept on the floor for years, years and years and years. I'm actually getting ready to build my own frame, but I'm going to use cedar. I can imagine, Marcy. I can imagine. I literally slept on a mattress on the floor. It was pretty thick and comfortable. Yeah, I did that for a long time. That's why I was kind of thinking about doing a sleep number. I'm just scared to spend that kind of money. I'm really quiet. That's a lot of money for one of them sleep number beds. I've got an air mattress I use when I'm camping. The problem is it doesn't like to stay inflated. So I still wake up multiple times a night because I've got to reinflate it. That's why I was thinking about trying a sleep number. Um, and that way it will do it itself. Oh, you don't butcher your own? If I got meds for pain, you can bet I'm taking them because why would I want to? I hate taking meds. Hey, overbuilt, how's it going? You did, buddy. You did. Um, yeah, it got to doing that to me, Monica. It really did. That's why I was happy to get off the floor. Oh wow, Candy. Yeah, I've got a Christmas party to go to tomorrow. Kratom. That sounds familiar. Oh, yeah, I've been. I need to get my hands on some local honey again. I just ain't had the money for it. Some garlic cloves, and I think it's apple cider vinegar, and you mix it together. So, oops. Oh, do you? Okay. Yeah, that's usually I do myself as well. Oh, that's cool, Jeff. That's really good. 'Cause, man, that shit's too expensive. It's $175, $180 to get a deer done here, no matter what size it is. Yeah. Uh, oh, okay. Yeah, they just did a blood work because I'm getting a new doctor, and I kept telling him, like, look, a lot of these pain meds I can't take. My body it doesn't work, and it makes me sick as a dog. So they done a blood work, and pretty much most of the medicines I've been on, I can't take because well, my body doesn't absorb it. So I was like, see, I told you. Well, that's cool, Jeff. That's a hell of a lot cheaper. $105 cheaper than what they charge here. Oh, you're getting a lot of snow. Oh man, yeah, it's colder than a. I almost said what I usually do, and I'm on Facebook, so I got to be careful with somebody's something outside right now. Yeah, I just me prescriptions just don't work. I'm not good on synthetic. Now all natural just my body absorbs it better, and that's what I miss about my old doctor. He actually listened. Ooh, wow! Try a teaspoon and up it until it works to a tablespoon. Yeah, so this is a little dark side of me that I'm about to tell you guys. I used to be on antipsychotics and antidepressants because of where my mind was. And the meds they had me on was making things worse and it wasn't helping. In fact, I lost a very good relationship over it. I end up partaking of broccoli and getting rid of all this stuff that the doctors was giving me. And that's how I was able to overcome it. The stuff the doctors was giving me just wasn't working, and it was just making things worse. In fact, I lost like I said, I lost a very good relationship over it. But the broccoli helped a lot. I just had to give up the broccoli in order to have a paycheck in a retirement. Yeah, that is awesome, Jeff. Uh, yeah. Um, they gave you antipsychotic, yep, and antidepressants. Oh, do they? Yeah, mine was. I wasn't. I'm not bipolar, but I was so full of negativity that when somebody done something bad, I had not very good thoughts. Ooh, man, Muriel. Oh, Yeah, broccoli helped me a lot. Like I said, though, I had to give it up because of I wanted a paycheck and retirement. Um, so until I retire or the federal laws change, I can't partake of broccoli. I agree with you on that, Marcy. I agree with that. My body just didn't absorb it. It didn't like it. Um, it does not like synthetic stuff. I think that's why when I eat out sometimes I start to feel sick because my body doesn't like synthetic stuff. Oh, absolutely, Jeff. Absolutely, hands down. Yes. Monica, let's how do I put it? Okay, thank you, Marcy. Yeah. Monica, broccoli for me means something else that we are not allowed to say on YouTube. Ooh, man. Wow, Meryl. Yeah. My body's not absorbing cholesterol either. And part of the side effects is I'm taking meds that my body doesn't absorb. Yes, Don. Yes, overbuilt. I just cannot say it on YouTube. Yes. I've known people that have partaked of the broccoli in the same situation. They was able to gain weight and not get sick when they eat and everything else. It's legal here in Missouri too, but because I have a CDL, I cannot partake. But yes, it's legal for recreational and medical purposes here in Missouri. Absolutely, Kawhi. That's one thing I miss about Hawaii too. Who's the Lolo? Who's the Mapaka Lolo? I had it here just the other day. Of all the crap I've seen on YouTube, including crap involving pedophiles, and you can't say, "Yep, yep, that gets you dinged." Miss Still Sitter the same way here with CDL. So that's cool, Jeff. Here they won't because it's not federally recommended. We are not allowed to do it. I'll lose my job. Health look up and they will fix you. They are not a pharma doctor. They cure stuff, blood works. Yes. I'll have to try to remember that one over, Bill. I used to, I don't know if I could say that. Let's just say with a certain law enforcement group in a certain area, not far from me, I used to get some pretty good broccoli when paperwork didn't want to get filed. I miss the old days when you get caught drinking and driving as a young pup, and the cop would take your beer and say, "Get home. I don't want to see you out here for the rest of the night." I need to try to remember them. I don't know where my pen went, so I can't write it down. But I don't even know where my phone is right now. Yeah, I need to try to remember that. And I think that's one I've been trying to look for. Oh, yeah, yeah. They won't hear you. Yeah, yeah. I agreed. I would love to be able to switch all the way to Rumble because of that, but I don't have the following on Rumble that I do on YouTube. No worries, Auntie. No worries. But oh my gosh, it's the top of the hour. Um, Let me look at the videos. What commercial do I want to play today? I'm going to do my books. If you guys are interested, I write historical fiction, cryptid horrors, historical fictions, and sci-fi. You can find all 7 of my books on Amazon. 6 out of the 7 right now on Audible. Um, I am currently working on some more. I'm trying to finish up Dawn of Armageddon, or Rise of the Draugr, Dawn of Armageddon. And but if you go to Amazon.com/authors/Ed Testerman, follow my author's fan page. Give me a like, comment, rate my books, help me get those books out there. And you do that with any other author that you like. Go and give them a follow on her author's fan page too, and let's help sell these books. Let's get us small authors out there to everybody else. Every like, every comment, every rating helps us to reach more people. I have got some more books I've been working. I've got started too. I've got a whole list. I mean, all these things, all these are books that I've either worked or I'm working on. The angle don't show you justice, but it's pretty thick, and so I love to write. Writing helps me both mentally and spiritually. I love to get it out there, telling stories. A lot of me or my family history is all my books, along with my experiences, investigations, and hearing other experiences as well. That's how I like to write. So if you're interested in historical cryptid horror, historical fiction, cryptid horror, or sci-fi, please go take a look at my books, and I hope to hear you guys back from them, or I hope to hear back from you on it. Sorry, my head went somewhere else there for a second. My VRS living in DV sunk me. Oh man, how long has it been since we first started to censor our words on YouTube? That's about, let's see, they were doing it before I started. December 3rd was my 2-year mark of actually doing these shows. And it was before then. So yeah, it's been a couple of years. Oh, thank you, Kawhi. I do all but my first book, Saga Gramson Book 1, the beginning. That is the only artwork that I paid for. All the rest of my books that I've written or are currently writing, I do the artwork on. I'm behind, but Auntie says I'm behind, but I would never give up on the broccoli. Hell yeah, Auntie. Oh, Don, I hate hearing that, buddy. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, Marcy. The first Crimson book was worth the read and listen. Thank you, Jonaside. You'll see my writing get better. I'm dyslexic. Reading and writing is very very hard for me. But I've gotten programs through the couple years I've been writing that's helping me write books. And then I also got my INYAR readers. And when I finish a chapter or I finish a short story, I send it to them and let them read over it and let me know how it's going. So I've got a lot of things that helps me to write. So it's fun. Do I still make mistakes? Yeah, I'm human. But I still love it. And I think the storyline's still good. They do, Roxanne. You're absolutely right. Yeah, I've tried to do some shows like other people's done, and I've gotten dinged for it. I've said things on here that other people's done on shows, and I got blackballed. I got in trouble for like a month. You'll enjoy meeting Jerry and Chad. Jerry and I started the show together. I wouldn't be able to do it without him. That's awesome, Jeff. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. As soon as you get a chance, send me a picture of each one of you guys and your logo, and I'll get the cover art made up and get that put up. I still haven't quite decided the name of the topic yet, but I'm working on that as well. I got shadow banned on every platform that I had. Oh my gosh, Mariel, that sucks, man. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, the only time I don't have any issues is when I'm on Rumble. I just don't have the following on Rumble that I do here. Now, you deleted all your social media except for I love Rumble. Rumble does not ding you like YouTube does. All right, thank you, Jeff. Right now, the only name that I can come up with is Bigfoot Talk. I'm trying to come up with a catchier show title than Bigfoot Talk. It's been, of course, my mind's been all over the place. Been trying to get some wood cut today, which I haven't been able to do very much of. So I'm gonna have to bust butt and do it tomorrow between other stuff that I got to do, so I can have wood for the week and everything else. William, what's up, bro? Yeah, Jeff, they do. They have a good show. Every now and then I'll get to catch them live until my internet jacks up. Other than that, that's like anybody else. I have to watch it later on. I'm going to see a lot of beards tomorrow, man. I can't. It's funny. My main bloodline is Norse and Dane, but I can. This year is 1 week no shave. I've been growing this since 2012. I just don't grow. Squatch podcast. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, it's getting agitating. I mean, I've had issue for the past several months with watching lives, but it's in a buffer every now and then. But now it's like it seems like every minute to minute and a half it's buffering, and I get so far behind I just give up. The bearded gnome. Seeking Sasquatch. Yeah, I'm trying to come up with a good title. The bearded ones. Y'all are awesome, man. You know, if Bigfoot talk with Fluffy and the bearded ones. Oh man, but no, it's going to be a good show tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I do have a Christmas party, so I'll have to leave there a little early to get up here on time. I think it's at 2 or 3 o'clock, and then I can only be there, and then I'd have to leave about 4:30 and head all the way up here. Call it on natural full exposure. Oh man, that's great. But no, it's funny. It's just I don't know, man. I'll come up with something good, but I like to kind of stitch together, especially when I got a special guest. I like to stitch together their photos and logos and have all their information so everybody can get to these. Put in the yeah, Fluffy and the bearded ones. I really wish we got to do more investigating work gets in the way. It does. Like I had to call DA up and I had to call the people up because 2 investigations that I was getting ready to do, I can't do right now because I'm getting ready to have knee surgery. I can't say that because I probably would. Not to say that I haven't ever done it. Um, I probably would. We'll just leave it at that. With a homemade repel seat. In the Marines, we didn't have fancy equipment for zip lining, rappelling, or whatever it is. We made our own. And when Marines get bored and partake of substance, weird things have a tendency to happen. Like I can tell you during typhoon season with 550 core poncho, a poncho, and your cartridge belt, you'd be surprised how good that works from the 4th floor. Unless you're a certain weight, then you kind of drop like a rock. Back then, luckily I wasn't that weight. I am now. I wouldn't do it now. But yeah, amazing what happens when you get bored. We just mainly have stuff we've experienced on our own. Chad hasn't had an encounter, but he did find fingerprints on his card. Oh, cool. He's the conspiracy guy. Hell yeah, man. I only have a quick minute. Hey, Miss Lene, but I had to pop it. Thank you so much, sweetie. I appreciate that. You know anything about the Skull and Lightning patch? The only Skull and Lightning one I know of is that band. I forgot the band name. I need to look at it. I got to upload your deal too, by the way. Skull and Lightning patch. The only patch I know of is that band, that rock and roll band. Oh, I forgot to tell you, William, that little deal you sent me about Lake Taneycomo, that's fake. It's a Marine patch. Yeah, I need to look that up. Oh, my thing just dropped. Okay, there we go. Or jumped. Never had a cryptid encounter. I'm trying to research online first before I ever. Do not go alone, Amiriel. Do not go alone. You'll hold your beard. I'll try to remember mine. I'll either put some oil in it or I'll put my little boar's pomade in it. I need to cut my hair again. I've just been too lazy. Hey, Wyatt. But yeah, no. Get back to Muriel's comment here. Let me scroll back up to it. Where did it go? Yeah, you know, daggone it. Maybe I should have made me a pot of coffee. You definitely don't want to go alone. In which, yes, I've done a lot of paranormal, supernatural, cryptid investigations by myself. I have. So, I mean, I have no room to talk. I can just tell you, learn from my poor decision making. Do not go alone. Nowadays, I mean, I'll do it if I have to, but I try not to go alone. But I don't have enough people around here to go researching whenever I do. Plus, I'm very picky about who I take with me. Um, I don't want to take just some Joe Blow out in the woods with me because I don't know how they're going to act. And The last thing I need is wind up as a steamy pile of poo on the forest floor because somebody got a little trigger happy or got scared. I don't want nothing bad to happen. So I'm very picky on who I take with me, which I strongly advise you take somebody that you trust. Um, if I'm feeling out somebody, I'm going to take them to a low key area to kind of see how they act. Um, no, it's yeah, that's another thing too. You're absolutely right. Yeah, being a woman probably not a good idea to go alone. I have to buy a gun and maybe a super soaker filled with holy water. Yeah. Um, Paranormal, I'll do on my own. Paranormal don't bother me. But if there's something more besides paranormal there, I'm going to want somebody with me. I already know what the paranormal could do. I've had it done to me. I already know what they're going to do. My biggest fear is I'll go into, and this happens. I mean, it's happened to me a couple times where I went into a place that felt like it was just a regular paranormal investigation, and in the middle of investigation, kind of find out there was something supernatural there that was hiding its energy from me, and ended up being a pretty bad investigation. Yeah, I use a Remington 7 mag is what I use now. I've done black powder and bow hunting for years, but nowadays I use a Remington 7 mag. They changed that. You don't have to use a shotgun, or you're not shotgun only in Illinois now. Man, you guys were shotgun only for years. But so yeah, just keep that in mind, Muriel. Learn what you can. Take somebody that knows what they're doing, and somebody that you can trust. I can't recommend that any more than that. Yeah, yeah. It's a one shot stop with the 7 mag, man. I'm too damn long in the tooth, broke down to be chasing anymore. Go 7 mags, one stop shot. Good deal. Yeah, I'm not telling you not to. I'd love to see you do go, but yeah. Oh, no kidding, Jeff. That's cool. Never shot one, so I have no comment on that. I use a my pistol that I keep on me is a Smith and Wesson Taurus PT7 Slim 40 cal. I want a 30-30. I love 30-30s. 30-30s are a great gun. I love 30-30s. They're one of my favorites. They're a great brush gun. Absolutely phenomenal brush gun. Yeah, Roxanne. Good, Muriel. Thank you. That I appreciate that. I really do. But like I said, I'm too long in the tooth and too broke down, and I can't go traipsing through the woods all hours of the night trying to find something. So I use my 7 mag. It's a one stop shot. Oh yeah. I love paranormal investigations. I love supernatural investigations. Encrypted is just I got to be more careful than what I used to be. Not only because I'm not as physically fit as I used to be, but also because I've gotten smarter. Oh wow. Yeah, yeah. I got my Mossberg 500. I love it. I love that Mossberg 500. I got my 7 mag Remington 7 mag. I love that one. I got a 50 caliber Beartooth Magnum. I love that one. I got my one of the original semi-fire 22s. I love that one. Um, I love my 40. My 40 is they're not getting back up like they will 9 mil. I hit you with a 40, you're staying down. That's why I love the 40. I shot 9 millimeter in the military, and I was not a fan of it. 45 is a great one too, though. I love 45. 45 is another great one. You have a Keltec 12. Oh, that's awesome, dude. I can't afford it. So I've also got my I got my AR-15 set up old school M16 style collapsible buttstock for certain situations. Irons, flip up iron sights, red dot times two. Yeah, that's a good one too, Jonaside. Yeah. You see, I've got a bear bow that I'm wanting to probably set up as a fishing style, but it's a bear brand. The bow I use for hunting is a Bowtech Soldier. Got it brand new in 2010. It's called a Bowtech Soldier. It's nice, compact. I mean, wicked fast. Carbon fiber shafts, wicked fast. I love bow hunting. I have 9mm 40 cal 357 AR 1533. Hell yeah, yeah, that's true. Quiet, that's true. Yes, yeah, I couldn't do it. I got to keep my comment to myself on the Maryland thing. But yeah, there's a reason why I don't live in states like that. Yeah, I love my compound. You can look it up. The Bowtech Soldier came out in 2010. It's a compound. It's only about yay big, so it's small. It gets in great. I mean, you talk about wicked fast. I shot recurve for years, years and years and years. I shot recurve. I still love recurve. But when I got this compound, this is the first compound bow I've ever owned. I won the bear in a raffle. But that compound bow, oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. You talk about wicked fast, easier to get into places. I mean, it's just, oh my God, it's wicked. It's awesome. I love it. Yeah, you speak. Dude, I do. I ain't gonna lie. I miss recurve. I really do miss recurve. Um, really great bows. I love recurve. Um, if the shit hits the fan and you can't never get your hands on a compound, there ain't nothing better than a recurve. Recurve, depending on the size, it's got distance, it's got power. Um, Compound's just way better though. Yeah. See, I don't think they were anti when I was there, but I left there in 2003, so I don't know what's changed. Oh, hell yeah, Jeff. Yeah, I got the 5.56 because I want to be able to shoot 223. You can't shoot 223 and 5.56 if you buy a 223. So I bought the 5.56. That's kind of the reason why I haven't been bow hunting, Don's, because the way my shoulder is right now. Um, I'm just stubborn and haven't went to a crossbow yet. I love my recurve. I love my compounds. Yeah, 5.56 is the way to go. I have reasons. Everything I got has a purpose and a reason behind it. I don't buy just to buy. Everything I own has a purpose and a reason behind it. So yeah, that's that. If you get 5.56 Don, it will shoot 223. But if you get by a 223, it will not shoot a 5.56. It's like a micron. 5.56 is like microns bigger than a 223. So if you buy a 223, you cannot shoot a 5.56 out of it. But if you buy a 5.56, you can shoot a 223 out of it. You got to think 223, 5.56. That's just a 22 on steroids. As far as the round itself, it's the same exact round. It's just on steroids. Yeah, I know. I know a lot of people that shoot them. Um, I just, I love my compound and my recurve. Eric, you like mare's leg to shoot my is a rosy. You like mare's leg to shoot mine is. I'm trying to figure out what you're saying, Roxanne. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Um, yeah. Recurve is awesome. Recurve is awesome. But when it comes to stealth, when it comes to accuracy, when it comes to power, compound will outdo a recurve any day. Yeah, I mean, I still like shooting recurve. Don't get me wrong. I'll try to pull up. I'll try to get this load up and see if I can't pull up an image of what I got. Yeah, I still love. I haven't shot a recurve in a long time though. It's been a real long time since I shot recurve. I don't know if I can still do it. I'm sure it can. It'll take me a little bit to get back to it. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about a hog's leg. Okay. Yeah. Hell yeah. Can't go wrong with that, Jeff. Wait on it to load up. Hmm. I'd be happy with something that is for beginners. Never. The great thing about compound, you can unalive a deer at 40 pounds. Compound, you can adjust the strength, the poundage on what you pull back, and just keep working at it. The stronger you get, the you up the poundage a little bit more, and that's probably the best thing you can do. That's my baby. One of the most favorite bows I've ever shot. I just absolutely love this bow. Mine's set at 50 pounds. Mine's set at 50 pounds, and I do everything I want to do. That's my baby right there. That's the color pattern, everything. That's my baby. I just don't have this. Not the front part. I've got this part, just not this part. That's my baby. That's a Bowtech Soldier. That's what I hunt with. It is a wicked awesome bow. But you can kind of see here, it's not overly big, so you can get into tight areas and really do some damage. I mean, it's just an all around great bow. But yeah, that's what I hunt with. There is, but the accuracy, the speed, the power, all it takes, you can unalive a deer at 40. Ideally, you want 50. Mine's set at 50, and that's all I need. No, mine's set. I'm sorry, I lied. No, mine's set at 60. 50 is all you need. Sorry. Um, mine's set at 60. 60 pounds. I've unalived deer from 4 feet up to 35 yards. There is a lot of parts to it, yes. It's not. It's actually one of the most easiest, simplest you can learn. I've got the little wrist brace so I can pull. I don't use my fingers to pull back like you do on a recurve. It's all done with the wrist. So I just keep my finger straightened off that trigger until I'm ready and just hit that trigger and it releases it. It is so simple. Actually, I might have that in my closet here in the office. Um, but yeah, no, I love it. Once you get it pulled back to here, it's you can hold it there all day. And I usually just keep my finger there at the back of my skull. That tells me my length. And of course, your hand stays open. You don't grip it. You just keep it open. And you just sit there. And I got a 28-inch pool. Mine's good for up to 50, Jeff. But with the woods I got, 35 is about the furthest you're ever going to shoot my woods accurately, or well, without hitting something. But I might give me a second. I'll take a look. I think I have it here in the office. Oh man, you haven't been able to go out in a while because it's been too hot. Watch out, bud. My cat's knocked over a shelf earlier today. Now I've got to pick it up. Man, that's it. That's the size. And I love it. And this here is what you use to pull your string back. So it's easy on your fingers, Muriel. It just straps to your hand. And you just take and when you pull it back, you ready, you just hit that trigger and it opens it up. And you just pull it back and then easy peasy. Oh, yours is too? Yeah, 28 is mine. I used to have a 55-pound pool. Oh, yeah. Mine's, you're probably going to, well, that's true. Yeah. I have too. I mean, deer season for us lasts until January 15th for bow. Just usually when it is cold enough for me to hunt, I'm either hurt or sick. Um, yeah, I get that, Robin. Yeah, I like my 40. Oops, put it in there wrong. No wonder that didn't look right. Put it up later. But yep, that's my baby. Yeah, I know 9 mil is a lot different than what it used to be when I was in the military, but because the military is the reason why I don't like 9 mil. Too many times I've seen somebody get back up. Too many times I've heard from law enforcement the same thing. I like my 40. I did for years, especially with recurve dawn, but I can tell you now that wrist strap, um, so much better, so much better. because you're not using the strength of your fingers. Like I said, since I've had double carpal tunnel surgery, I don't have the strength of my hands that I used to. So that wrist strap, it's so nice because I can just sit there and just. I've shot a couple. No, I haven't. I lied to you. No, I've not shot a 10, so I don't know what it's like. But that's why I got that done. Since, like I said, that surgery, I had it before then, but since I've had that surgery, it's so much easier for me to just use my arms instead of my fingers. It's just straight arm, and then you just got that and just tick, it's gone. Oh yeah, yeah. A lot of law enforcement went away from 40 to 45 to 9, and I know so many of them that went right back to 40 to 45 because a 9 just wasn't getting it done. So a lot of people in law enforcement have done that. A lot of them still use the 9, but especially more nowadays with the new type of rounds that's out. You can do a lot more, but like back in the day when we used it in the military, same time when the law enforcement, the military used to shoot a 45, and then they went to that 9 mil. Very, very, very bad reviews. I'm not a fan of 9 mil, but they are different nowadays. But that's about time law enforcement did too. And then I've heard so many times that they say, "Yeah, we got our department issued 9, but we don't use it. We carry our own." Heck yeah, Don. Yeah, my godmother retired from the prison system. One of her sons is the assistant warden or whatever it's called, and they're wanting to make him warden. Yes, Jeff, it is. I just can't get past it. I don't. It's me, my stubbornness. I like my 40. That little thing hides great. It's a great. I mean, I've got two 40s. I got a high point and I got the Taurus. I like the Taurus. Hey, Bounty. Um, ACP Fire Z. Oh yeah, 45. Man, that's another one of my favorites. 45 is one of my favorites. Absolutely. Um, for a long time that 40. What was it? I forgot what it was called in the military. The 45. Yeah, yeah. I get that, Emerial. Trust me, I've heard that a lot. Look who's back, 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 back again, again, again. Look who's back, look who's back, look who's back, and Overbuilt's back. Glad to have you back, buddy. Oh, yeah, yeah. 1911. Thank you. Yes, 1911. Thanks, Dawn. Sorry, that got scrolled past the deal here. I can see the chat quicker on this side than I can this side. So sometimes I'm reading it from here. I wish I had my 45. I've got a 38. 30 ain't bad. 38's a good get off me. Yeah, I love my Mossberg 500. I literally, really love my Mossberg 500. My Mossberg 500 has a tactical setup or has a in-home setup and turkey setup. It's a 2-in-1. I couldn't pass up the deal. They had a sale going on several years back, so I bought it. I love it. I just absolutely love it. Take it easy, Candy. Roxanne DA's still having a show, ain't he? Yeah, you were saying that earlier, man. I don't have a use for a whole bunch of them. I only keep what I need for whatever purpose I need it for. I've never tried that, Jeff. I've never tried that. Back in the day, 250. Yep, 250 now. One's worth 15. Oh wow. Yeah, I have never shot that, so I don't know. I mean, when I'm out in the woods and I need something with some oomph, my 7 mag comes out with me. And if I'm going out there and I don't feel like I need something with some with some heavy power, I take my 40. Wow, 8-inch barrel. Oh crap! I bet that kicked like a Missouri mule. Thank you, Roxanne. Yeah, he starts at 7, so we still got 17 minutes. We're good. 1,500 feet per second. It's like a 357 energy. Oh wow. Yeah, that's right. Oh wow. Yeah. 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 I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I was watching the videos of them at the gun range playing the Imperial March from Star Wars and a bunch of other stuff. And oh man, that's so fun to watch, man. It's a giggity giddy giddy goo. All right moment when you're watching that. Wow. Yeah, I ain't shot clay pigeons in a long time. It's been a long time since I shot clay pigeons. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, and that's what you need. That's what you need. Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's exactly what it's for. So, yeah, it's. I mean, everything's got a purpose. Like I said, I've got my LBV. When I go out in the field, I've got my LBV. It's set up a certain way. Still very traditional Marine Corps when I first went in. Just because that's my comfort. I love it. I know how it works. I'm very comfortable with that setup. Um, so, my LBV is set up that way. My field pack is set up a certain way. I mean, everything's set up very much military because that's what I'm used to and that's what I like. Yeah, clays is fun, man. Shooting clays is fun. When I was 13, my older brother let me shoot his double barrel shotgun and tried to tell me to pull both. Oh, that's so funny. No, stupid. I've done the double barrel quite often, but I knew I was able to brace myself. We'll just leave it at that. You got to brace yourself right, but you can't do it. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Jeff. Exactly. Yeah. LBB is good. I wish I could afford a U.S. counterpart to a 12. Yeah. I couldn't pass up the sale on that Marshburg 500 when I bought it. I mean, I can slam fire it. I mean, it's damn thing's durable. I've slam fired a lot of rounds. Exactly, Jeff. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're leaning in. It's kind of like back when I had my 54 caliber Springfield Hawken traditional. I love that rifle. I mean, it'd reach out and touch a deer at 250 yards for being black powder, but you leaned into it. I mean, it kicked like a Missouri mule on steroids. I missed that rifle. That was a great black powder rifle. I wish I had another one, but my traditional black powder, I never shot slug through. Slugs will destroy a traditional black powder. Traditional, you want to shoot only ball. Now my breakover, my 50 caliber Beartooth Magnum, yeah, I'll shoot slug out of it. My Cal-Tec 14 round of double aught buck won't stop. I need to get taken out. Yeah, Don, no kidding, dude. Yeah, I mean, double aught buck, man. Double aught buck's going to do a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Right now, mine's set up for turkey shot. If anyone needs a cheap shotgun, get a Mossberg 88 Maverick. They are indestructible. No kidding. I've not shot one of those. I bought Mom a SKS for Christmas 5 years ago, and it's a China made good one. I know it's not a normal thing to say. It may good, but yeah, I think it was made in 1959. Oh wow, dude, that's awesome. I just can't get out of my head. You bought Mama an SKS. Oh man, that's hilarious. Straight up granny power right there. Get off my lawn. That's a good year to buy them too, overbuilt though, really. Now I got that image in my head. Granny's on the front porch in her moon curlers. Get off my lawn. Oh my gosh, man. I have so got to make that freaking picture now. Oh, that's got to be a t-shirt. Get off my lawn t-shirt. I so got to make that artwork. The SKS is a good one. AK-47, man, them things are indestructible too. Yeah, they're just they shoot 7.62 mic rounds. Man, they're just durable as hell. Oh God, I can't get that image out of my hand. I've so got to make a t-shirt for that. That has got to be done. And I'm literally going to call it "Get Off My Lawn." Worth low bar, even the makeup. Oh, yeah. Oh wow, no kidding. That's a rare get right there, Don. Yeah, they are. Oh, yeah. I love this stuff. 13 years in the military. I was 0331 machine gunner. Was my primary MOS. That's why I have. Where is it? Where'd it go? That's why I have it here. 0331. That's why I have that on my was my primary MOS, which is machine gunner. I shot a primary was a 240 Golf, but I shot the Mark 19 and 50 cal as well. But I also had a 12 gauge 9 mil M16. I shot all that stuff. When I was in snipers, this is a funny thing. You don't really use 50 cal snipers. 50 cals for punching through something to get to your target. You shot a 30-06. Hell yeah, Don. That's awesome, dude. But you know, it's all in what you know. I mean, that's why even like my Dark Angel medical kits, it's set up for military first aid style because that's what I'm familiar with. I'm familiar with combat field medicine. I'm going to get you healed up good enough to get you to doc. Doc can take it from there. So even my Dark Angel medical kits are set up for military style because that's what I know. You know, and a lot of people they misconceive thinking that a sniper shoots a 50 cal all the time. Man, 50 cal is rarely used. It was a 30-06, in some cases a 308. That was your primary sniper rifle. But if I needed to punch through a building, I needed to punch through some armor, then I broke out the 50 cal. Oh, 303. Yeah. I used to have a World War II Australian 303, M1 something. Sadly, a repo man stole it from me when he took my truck. You can adjust the insides where you shoot different caliber, 30 caliber bullets out of it. But that Australian World War II 303, I love that rifle. But yeah, that was such a cool rifle though. But you can adjust it where you can shoot different 30 caliber round because on a 30 caliber round they're all basically the same. Just the casing's different, so you adjust it to the casing that you're putting in there, and you can lock it in, drop the hammer down, or drop the bolt down, and go to town. And you talk about some punch power. That 303 had some punch power, man. Yep. One of my trucks got repoed by mistake one time, and I lost all my fishing tackle, my catfish poles, my 303. I lost a bunch of stuff out of that truck. Oh wow. Yeah, 7.62, man. I mean, it's a 30 caliber round, but it ain't nothing to mess with. I mean, it'll reach out and touch somebody. But yeah, you actually it's funny. Of course, with the 50 cal, we stuck cigarette butts in our nose and kept our mouths open when we shot it because the back pressure from it would jack your world up. So, but if you know, like I said, if you want to punch through a wall, you wanted to punch through something heavy, that's when you broke out the 50. Outside of that, 99% of the shots you make with a sniper is with a 308 or a 30-06. But yeah, 7.62 is the main caliber I shot most of my time in the military. Which your M14, that was a 7.62 before Vietnam, and they went to the M16A1, M1A1. I'm sorry, M16A1. That was you shot a 14, you know, M14. Then they went to the cheaper round, which is a 22 round. 22 is invented by the Aussies during World War II. Is a cheap round that can still drop somebody. That's when 22 came about. Then it went to the 223, 5.56 and all that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I think I've seen them overbuilt. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. So, but no, I mean, it's, I mean, everything has a purpose. Everything has purpose. I mean, even your long distance shots by a sniper is not done by a 50. It's done by a 308 or a 30-06. When I bought my 7 mag, I was in the market for a 30-06 because that's what I was familiar with. I wanted something that could reach out and touch a deer from one mountaintop to the next. Couldn't pass up the deal on that 7 mag. There's nothing in the United States when a big game wise that I can't drop with the 7 mag. It'll drop anything I want to drop. So I couldn't pass up the price. Oh wow, we hit that 2 hour mark. So tomorrow we're going to have Jeff and his team on with us. We're going to be talking Bigfoot talk. I'll try to get some of my vocals uploaded, some of my pictures. If you got anything you want me to share, Jeff, you or your compadres, send them to me. I can get them uploaded. That'll be tomorrow at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time on the Bizarre and the Unknown. As long as everything works out right, we should be live on William's show in the morning. Everybody give a shout out to Roxanne, William, Corey, my mods. I appreciate them. To my new subscribers, to my OGs, you guys are awesome. I'm truly blessed for every single one of you guys. So we'll keep on keeping on, and I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. So until then, everybody, bye.